Hello and welcome back to Scatterbrook Farm Garden Designs. Well, it has been a long time since I've uploaded a video for you guys. One of the reasons for that, um, as you know, we've all had an update. And in this update, we've had new land to try and clear. And also in the update, we've got an option there that we can win train track. It's going to be quite difficult to get quite a few pieces of this track, as you already gathered that. It's whether you're lucky enough to get it on the wheel, let alone win it on the wheel. Hopefully, Heyday bring out a package where we can get more train track. But what I've been doing, hence the reason I haven't uploaded any videos, is I've been trying to clear all that land on the end. Sorry about that, it's Molly again, somebody at the window. Okay, darling, it's okay, don't worry. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, so I've been trying to clear the land at the end of my farm, and then to try and put a train track with a railway bridge and the train track going under the cliff into a tunnel. Now, like I said to you guys when the update came out, if you're gonna put a train track on your farm or on your town, you need it really somewhere for it to come from and go to. You know, it's no good having a piece of train track in the middle of the farm and there's no way that a train can come. Obviously, there's no train going to run on it anyway, but you've got to make that effect that the train's coming from somewhere. And like I said, if you're going from this way, you can't because of the river. The only way you can go is this way. But then you've still got the road in the way. So I've been really, really busy. I've managed to clear all my spaces so that I could do a video for you guys and show you how you can incorporate a railway line and a train station and into your farm. So we'll take you across. I put that back onto my farm as well. I really like that when I was on my old farm. I really like that, especially for when Halloween comes up. Always looks a nice design, that. You know, with the gravestones and everything and the pumpkins planted around the outside. Anyway, without further ado, we'll move on to the train station. Okay, so I'll zoom out for you just to have a look at that to start with. So as you can see, on the cliffside, I've put the trees in such a way that it covers the cliff. And then with your imagination, there's a tunnel that goes under the cliffside. Now, obviously, you can't see any of that because I've put the trees there purposely to give you the effect that there's a tunnel going under the cliff. And then, obviously, I built up the footbridge so you can walk from where the chickens are and the animals. You can walk around there. You go up the steps, over the bridge, back down the steps the other side, and then if we ever expand again, you've got that entrance there that you can continue it through. So there's the bridge, using the toilets, giving it that raised effect, so when you zoom out, you've got that lovely effect that it's up in the air and the train track is running underneath the bridge. And I've made this side of the bridge just disappearing into the trees, which gives it that lovely effect of that woodland area there with a bit of colour at the front. Just gives it that little bit of character with the bridge going into like a mystery, you know, with the steps coming down. You can't see the steps obviously, but you've got that lovely effect. What I've also done there is I've used the barn and I've put cover around the barn with just the roof showing, so that actually looks like a station. Give it that station effect. And then what I've done there is I've added my car outside, and then a platform for people to, sit and wait for the train. And then the taxi obviously takes them away and off down the road, and away they go. I've got the fire hydrant there. So if the train pulled up and it caught fire, you've got the access to water there. I put the crops area there. Obviously a nice crop field next to the railway station, to the railway track. And what I've done is I've made a buffer end in there. So that is actually where the train will stop. Okay. So rather than trying to carry it across the road, I've got an end in at the very end there. So what you would do is you would get the train come from under the tunnel, from out this way somewhere. It's coming all the way through, under the tunnel, under the railway bridge, and then it finally stops at the end by the platform, picks up the passengers, drops any off, and then it makes its way back under the bridge, under the tunnel, and back out onto its journey. So that's like your final stop. That's where the line ends. Now, moving on to the railway line itself. Now, I know Phoebe explained the railway pieces in her live stream, but I just want to show you how the railway line actually works on the ends. Because every end piece, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just take a few pieces out so I can show you. If you put one piece of track in there, okay, it's single track. Okay. Now, if I add another piece, you get that. Okay. And the reason that you get that yellow piece on the right hand side, that, not this barrier on the left, the tall bit on the right, it's there because it's an end piece. Okay. If I move another piece of this and get another piece of track and put this side, that barrier will move to the end. You see? So that barrier is now moved. So you've got a length of track in between. So you've got to remember that the very end piece, which is here, will be this barrier. Okay. And the other end piece will be that barrier. So what happens now is, if you're building a bridge, let me move this out of the way so I can demonstrate to you. Okay. And you want the railway track to go under the bridge. Okay. So I want to put a length of line from that bridge all the way down to the stop. Now the problem that we've got is this. There's the piece going under the bridge. That's not a problem. But when I start putting track this way, okay, you can now see that there's a barrier because it's an end piece. So now that track doesn't look as though it's going under the bridge because there's a barrier. So the train couldn't come under the bridge because there's a barrier. Okay. So what I've done is I've used a small acacia tree. I put that into there. And as you can see now, it looks as though it's going under the bridge and you cannot see that barrier. Okay. So when I extend the track all the way down here, it will be single track. Okay. So if you can imagine, I'll take this one here. Imagine there's a piece there. Okay. See the single track appear? So that now looks as though it's going under the bridge. Okay. If I put that back into there and took away that tree, it doesn't go under the bridge because there's a barrier. Okay. So if you're looking at doing a design like this, you've got to just remember that you have to have cover to cover the little small things like that barrier. Okay. Same with the other side. Okay. Imagine that the bridge stops there, where that is there. Okay. So I'm going to continue the track on this way. Okay. And as you can see, there's another barrier. Now, when you start to that right-hand side of the bridge, you're going to have another barrier right by the bridge, so that the train now can't go under that side because there's a barrier in the way. So what I've done is just put that tree either side. So now when I take out those slabs and I put that one to there, that one to there, okay, again, that now looks as though it's going under the bridge. How many pieces have I got there? 1, 2, where's the third piece? There. Okay, so as you can see now, that track looks as though it's coming from out from the other side of the bridge. You cannot see that barrier. And by the time I've extended this all the way along, I don't know why that slab's there. When I've extended this all the way up to there, that yellow barrier that you can see will make its way to there, and then all the way until it disappears behind the trees. So all you will get is a single track from the bridge up to the tunnel, and that's what you want. So you've just got to remember that every end piece that you've got will have a barrier. Okay? If you want, like on Greg's, where you've got a circle, well, you put them in a square, in a square of 4, and then you'll get a circle, and then you can join on to that. But I just want my effect to be, like I said, it just, you see, that's an end piece, but the minute you join another piece to it, you'll get the barrier, which works out really nice on this end, because this is where the actual track comes to an end, you see. So that you've got the barrier on the left, which is to stop, and then when you add more track, it will slowly but surely make its way up to the bridge. See, the track's extending now, look, you see, and you'll get that full line all the way up until you get to the bridge behind that tree, from that tree to there, and you've got one continuous long track. So I thought I'd just go through and just show you how the track actually works. You've got to sort of prepare it in a way that you're not going to have a honking great barrier in the way that's going to spoil the effect of going under the bridge. So obviously with the white slabs that I've got going up through, all that eventually is going to be railway lines, so it'll look really, really stunning when it's got that railway line running all the way through. You've got the bridge going under, over the top. And that's what I've been doing, guys. You know, I've just been clearing and clearing and clearing. I've managed to get it all done. We put a little pond there, a little stagnant pond in the corner there. Been there a few years. A path walking all the way around and then over the footbridge and then down towards the station and the taxi. Little entrance coming out there. So that's what I've been doing. I thought I'd just show you how the track works. One of my best mates, Jono, Follyfoot Farm, he's been working with me, you know, as I've been doing the designs. He's been sort of incorporating parts of the design onto his farm. He likes the idea of the train station, so as he's been clearing, he's been copying some of the ideas onto his farm to get the effect. So we'll quickly pop over to Jono's. Now I don't know whether you guys have been having this same problem with the loading. It's every time that you try and connect, it crashes, it goes off the game. So you have to just bear with me. I don't know what the problem is. I've got full internet, everything's working absolutely fine, but when you go to load up, it's not having it. Not having it at all. You know, when you get in and you go to the Daily Dirt, all the pages are blank. It's everything's just gone wrong. I don't know why it is. I've refreshed the game, I've reloaded, and as you can see, It just says loading, 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 loading. There's not a lot you can do about it until they fix it. It's not my end. I've spoken to Jono. His is doing exactly the same. His is crashing, coming off. When you try and move to another farm, as you can see, look, it's taking such a long time. So you've got the basic idea of what I've done. I was going to show you on Jono's, but as you can see, it's problem after problem with the loading of the game. It's been going on like this now since yesterday afternoon. Lots of people are getting the problem. So I will have to leave you. Don't forget, hit the subscribe, pass the videos on with all your friends. I will be uploading another video on a train station that I've done down in the town. That will be added on to this video. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments of the new train station and how I've explained all the track and how it works. And I do apologise, you know, it's I can't do anything about this, you know, it's the game. It just won't have it. So there it is. So until the next time, take care everybody, enjoy the videos, and we will see you in the next video. Cheerio.